Blessed love, people. Give thanks for life. I want to speak about culture, I guess, real quick. Touching on culture and nature, culture is cool, and I like culture. But I think people put, I don't want to say too much emphasis on culture, but I think people get culture confused, sometimes, because we are so guided by culture as human beings, cultures and traditions has become our everything. It's become our life. Our life is literally based around culture and tradition. It's, that's kind of what people determine makes up humanity, culture and tradition. But I think we got so into culture and tradition over the thousands of years we've been here that we stepped too far away from nature. And this is the connection that people are not making. Until your culture kind of gets more intertwined with nature, there'll always be chaos, in man, chaos in the human condition. And another thing too, when you look at culture, and indigenous cultures and these things and getting close to nature, you have to look at nature from a natural perspective, you know what I'm saying? Not a cultural perspective. And what I say by that is that humans have gotten food really twisted. I say all that to bring it, forward to food. Yes, because I know that everything falls into category of nutrition. What you're eating determines how you're thinking, how you're feeling, and how you're behaving. Yes, indeed. All right. So we have to look at this thing naturally. We have to look at every other, species on the planet and ask ourselves, how are we similar? We love to say how we're different, but do we have more similarities or differences with every other species on the planet? And of course, the answer is similarities. Okay, no matter. Let's take away the spiritual aspect is there, okay? We are spiritual beings, right? But the spiritual beings that we are is living in a physical flesh, right? So we are harnessing a beast, okay? We live in a beast. We are spiritual beings. Don't deny that fact to those people. I'm not saying everything is just based. I'm not saying everything is carnal, but we live in a beast, okay? So we live in a natural, we live this space suit we got on, this body, this space suit is of the element earth. So we have to follow the guidelines and directions and patterns of element earth for us to be in this space suit a long, vibrant time. Okay? All right. So if you want your space suit to last, if you don't want your space suit to rot away and rust out quickly, you have to follow some guidelines down here on this planet in terms of what kind of species you chose to be in, right? We're mammals. No one argues about the fact that we're mammals, right? Okay, we're on the same page that we're mammals? Okay, now, let's go now. A lot of things are mammals, okay? So now we have all kind of mammals. We have carnivorous mammals, we have herbivore mammals, we have omnivore mammals, and we have all these kind of, and we have animals that eat strictly greens. We have animals that eat grass. We have animals that eat all kind of stuff. And you have animals that eat a lot of fruits. You have these frugivorous, these frugivore animals, right? And there's a thing called there's a chart in science. What is the name of this chart? The anatomical chart? Is that the name of it? I'll get back to you on the name of this chart. But there's a chart. Anyhow, my point is saying is this. Every species on the planet eats food that's natural to them. They don't need to manipulate it. They don't need to dress it. They don't need to season it. They can just take whatever that is as it is in nature and eat it. If it's another animal, they will grab it, rip its throat out, and just dig in the fur, blood, guts, just go on in, right? Right there, bloodied up, dripping, loving it. They are loving it, right? If it's grass, they will walk and find the greenest grass. They will just eat grass as it is. They don't got to find They don't gotta mix their grasses with alfalfas. They don't gotta pick up this grass, walk over here and mix it with this grass. No, they just eat the grass that's there, and they go on to another patch, eat that grass that's there. If it's leaves, they go up and they eat the leaves. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to dress it, alter it. They don't gotta take the leaves down to the ocean and, you know, sprinkle it with some sea salt water to make it have flavor to it. So now, humans, what is it that you could eat on its own, by itself, with no doctoring, no altering, no cooking, no seasoning, just as it is? You love it, you're drawn to it, it smells great, because the smell of blood is amazing to a carnivore. A carnivore loves blood. But when you see something dead, wow, a big ass tree limb just fell on the road right there. See, you gotta pay attention at all times. So if right now, if I was driving and I was to hit a dog, a carnivore would see an easy meal. But if I hit a dog and that dog is bloody and limping, you would be horrified, you would be appalled, you might even vomit. Your mouth wouldn't salivate at the sight of an injured animal. A carnivore salivates at the sight of an injured animal. No, people. And if you're walking in a big field, you're not gonna salivate about all that greenery. No. It's, you know, the smell of grass in the morning makes you think about taking a jog. It don't make you think about eating. You know what I'm saying? So what makes you think about eating? What smell? When you walk past a fish market, the dead fish, oh my gosh, it smells, sheesh. Really? Dead fish smells disgusting. My God, all you Ross eating fish, it smells disgusting. And you gotta scale it, you gotta gut it. Really, people? Okay, fine, whatever. Now, you know what smells good? Fruits. You know what needs no cooking, no seasoning, salt, no dressing, no Thousand Island, no ranch, no ketchup, no mustard? Fruits. Fruits is your natural food. Eat a lot of it. Let it be the bulk of your entire diet. And when I say fruits, I gotta teach y'all what's fruits. But botanically, everything with a seed is a fruit. You gotta learn that. It ain't just apple, peaches, plums, and bananas. I'm not starving. Blessed love.